Hi everybody, welcome back to the show at Andrew Westberg 1126. How are you all doing today? Thank you for returning, thank you for watching, and I'm glad to see you again today. Today we're going to talk about water cycles and possibly constellations and different types of rains throughout the year. So what do we have here? And also, there's a difference between astrology and astronomy. I just want to make that clear to you. So anytime we're talking about constellations, we're not talking about astrology because that's condemned by the Bible. We're talking about astronomy, okay? Now that's okay. All right. So different water cycles. How about we check out Job? Job is just before the book of Psalms. Let's see, what do we want to look at first? How about Job 36? Job 36 might be good. Job 36, 26 to 28. Said, yes, God is greater than we can know. The number of his years is beyond comprehension. He draws up the drops of water. They condense into rain from his midst. Then the clouds pour it down. They shower it down upon mankind. Okay. So what's another one we can look at? We'll skip over a couple of chapters over to chapter 38, if you will. Chapter 38 and verses 7. We'll start with 7. It says, when the morning stars cheerfully cried out together, and all the sons of God began shouting in applause. So that was part of the question. We'll back up to verse 6. It says, into what were its pedestals sunk, or who laid its cornerstone, when the morning stars joyfully cried out together, and all the sons of God began shouting in applause. So that's the question there. Who's the one that created all this? Who's the one that started or instigated all this? It would be Jehovah God himself, our creator, right? He's the only one that could do this. All right. How about 30 through 35? Make this quick and easy for you. Everybody likes a gentle morning rain, or especially after a night of a thunderstorm. You know, some people are having a terrible night because of trying to avoid a heat stroke. You know, it's hot out there. 30 through 35. All right, let's see here. What do we have? It says, when the waters are covered as with stone, and the surface of the deep waters is frozen solid, can you tie the ropes of the Kima constellation, or untie the cords of the Kethel constellation? Can you lead out a constellation in a season, or guide the Ash constellation along with its sun? Do you know the laws governing the heavens, or can you impose their authority on the earth? Can you raise your voice to the clouds, to cause a flood of water to cover you? Can you send out lightning bolts? Will they come and say to you, here we are? All right. And it goes on to talk about clouds. Maybe I should go on a little bit further, 36 to 38, possibly. All right. Who put wisdom within the clouds, who gave understanding to the sky phenomenon? Who is wise enough to count the clouds? Who can tip over the water jars of heaven? When the dust pours into a mass and the clouds of earth stick together, can you hunt prey for a lion or satisfy the appetites of young lions? So sticking more along the topics of water cycle. What's another one we can go to? How about Genesis 2:6? Probably won't cover every word in the Bible. It talks about stars, rain, storms, evaporation, stuff like that. Just the main one. They really stick to the topic of what we're talking about today. So Genesis 2:6, it says, but a mist would go up from the earth, and it watered the entire surface of the ground. So back in those days, in the ecosystem of those days, before the flood happened, before the deluge happened, there was no need for rain because the mist would appear up through the ground and water the vegetation of the earth, like the grass or the mown grass or whatever it might be. No need for rain. up until that point. Alright. Amos 5:8-9-6. Let's go over to Amos. Ever heard of famous Amos cookies? Well, okay. I like them too, but that's not the point today. The one who made the Kima constellation and the Kethel constellation, the one who turns deep shadow into morning, the one who makes day as dark as night, the one who summons the waters of the sea to pour them out on the surface of the earth. Jehovah is his name. And then we'll go over to Amos chapter 9. Amos chapter 9, verse 6. That the one who builds his stairs in the heavens and establishes his structure over the earth, the one who summons the waters of the sea to pour them out on the surface of the earth. Jehovah is his name. Definitely. Praise Jehovah, praise Yah. Hebrews chapter 1, verses 10 through 12. And by the way, I'm reading out of the 2013 revision of the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. We don't necessarily use the 1984 version anymore, but we use the 2013 revision. Alright, Hebrews chapter 1, verses 10 through 12. It says, "And at the beginning, O Lord, you laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the works of your hands. They will perish, but you will remain. And just like a garment, they will all wear out. And you will wrap them just as a cloak is a garment, and they will be changed. But you are the same, and your years will never come to an end." So Jehovah's standards never change, right? Alright, so one similar to that, if I can find it, is the Psalm 104:23. Psalm, the book of Psalm. Psalm 104, stanza 2 and 3. And that's on page 834. It says, "You are wrapped in light as with a garment. You stretch out the heavens like a tent cloth. He lays beams of his upper rooms in the waters above, making the clouds his chariot, moving on the wings of the wind." And then it goes on to say in stanza 4, "He makes his angel spirits, he ministers a consuming fire." Okay. So, where did I find this? Well, not only from a direct source textbook, the Bible, God's Word, but also from doing research at jw.org. So if you ever have any questions about the Bible, feel free to turn to jw.org. That is the official website of Jehovah's Witnesses. Please don't refer to any other website other than ones recommended by them, as they could have the potential for being apostate websites. Alright. So what other ones can I mention? Some good ones here. Isaiah 40:22. I'll try to keep a tempo to this and upbeat tempo so you don't fall asleep too much. I know this is autonomous sensory meridian response stuff, so please just don't fall asleep during the scripture. This is God's moving word here. Just a refresh, Isaiah 40, verse 22, on page 989. "There is one who dwells above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers. He is stretching out the heavens like a fine gauze, and he spreads them out like a tent to dwell in." Okay. What's another one? Ecclesiastes 1:7. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see if I can find it. Ecclesiastes. That's an easy one to skip over too. Okay, Ecclesiastes 1:7. Just after the book of Proverbs, which is after the book of Psalms. Okay, Ecclesiastes 1, verse 7. "All the streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is not full. To the place from which the streams flow, there they return so as to flow again. So that's another part where it talks about the water cycle. And let's see, Isaiah 40:37. Excuse me, Isaiah 47:13. Isaiah 47, verse 13, on page 1002. It says, "You have grown weary with the multitude of your advisors. Let them stand up now and save you. Those who worship the heaven, who gaze at the stars, those giving out knowledge at the new moons about the things that will come upon you." All right. Isaiah 55:10-11. That's a familiar one. And if not, it's good to get familiar with it, because you'll be seeing that more in the future, if you haven't already. Isaiah 55, verses 10 and 11, page 1013, or 1013. It says, "For just as the rain and the snow pour down from heaven, and do not return there until they saturate the earth, making it produce and sprout, giving the seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so my word that goes out of my mouth will be, it will not return to me without results, but it will certainly accomplish whatever is my delight, and it will have a sure success in what I send it to do." Alright, so there's so much more over there. Like for the constellations, as far as there being a difference between astrology and astronomy, the Psalm 147 stanza 4, 1 Corinthians 15 verse 41, Isaiah 13:10, Obadiah 4. There's only one chapter in there, so it's just Obadiah 4. Zechariah 10:1, Jeremiah 5:24. And we have the different types of rain. We have the downpouring rain, we have the steady rain, we have the autumn or early rain, we have the gentle rain, we have the rainstorm, and we have the copious showers. So there's also the spring or late rain too. So you can find that also by going to jw.org. And let's see if I can look up the one about downpouring rain. 1 Kings 18:41. What was that? A crack of thunder, huh? There were some workers out back. That's Kings 18. Elijah now said to Ahab, "Go up, eat and drink, for there is the sound of a heavy downpour." Alright, Jazz, how you doing? This is my buddy over here. He let me record my video today. So I'm here in Detroit, Michigan, and I am trying to give you the Word of God, if I may. And then it's about the steady rain, Proverbs 27:15. A quarrelsome wife is like a constantly leaking roof on a rainy day. How do you like that one? Proverbs 27:15. In autumn or early rain, Deuteronomy 11:14. Deuteronomy 11:14 says, "I will also give rain for your land at its appointed time, autumn rain and spring rain, and you will gather your rain and your new wine and your oil. Well, that also talks about spring rain and late rain right there in the same verse. And then we got James 5:7 to accompany that. Gentle rain, that's in Deuteronomy 32:2. My instruction will fall as the rain. My words will trickle as the dew. A gentle rains upon grass, and as copious showers upon vegetation. Okay. Then we have the rainstorms in Isaiah 4:6. Rainstorms, Isaiah 4 verse 6, and that's on page 943. It says, and there will be a booth for a shade by day from the heat, and for refuge and protection from storms and the rain. All right. Copious showers, let's see, Psalm 65:10. Psalm 65:10 says, you drench its furrows and level off its plowed soil. You soften it with showers of rain. You bless its growth. That's on page 801. All right, also about copious showers. Well, that's all we have for now, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Please come back to at Andrew Westbury 1126. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much, and I hope I've entertained you a little bit for those who have a righteously disposed or inclined heart. I welcome you back for another video or short in the future. Thank you, take care, and have a good day. Bye.